Jam in the center.
Ooh-wee. I always love that jam. Right. What's up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to The Center, your place for all hip-hop, no matter where you at. It's all that hip-hop, baby.
Man,
what's going on?
We got a stranger in the building. Who is this dude? Mike Precise. Who is this cat? All time no see, buddy.
I'm not a stranger. I'm a casual drop-in. How about that?
Good to see you.
So, for those that don't know, the Center was created to, not only appreciate hip-hop, but to reminisce its greatness. We came with the terminology, the Center, because remember the Boys and Girls Club or even the Rec Center, where I used to, be on the pews and listening to the hip hop. Is it pews or tiers? What are those things called? The benches. There we go. The benches. Anyway, spitting rhymes, hitting on the furniture, beatboxing. Hey, the Center was where it was at. Well, we like to reminisce and talk about hip hop, but most of all, we want to learn about hip hop from all around the world. I want to see about Korean hip hop, Russian hip hop, French hip hop. Hey, I'm ready for all that hip hop smoke. So tonight, man, I don't even know how you describe this dude. You know what I'm saying? You got something, B-Ray?
You know what? I rarely find myself a bit nervous when I'm interviewing someone, and it's not so much as, whatever. It's pretty much that this cat has been where I want to go, right?
That part.
And I mean, the fact that along with his many accomplishments, he helped produce one of the biggest selling hip hop records of all time.
All times.
Like legit. As a matter of fact, I believe it's going to be launched into space one day. That iconic. And and if you don't know what it is, we'll give you some clues as we go along. But yeah, Grammy award-winning producer, visual artist, all around good dude, man. So I'll let you do the honors, Veep.
This is my man, Kilo. Let's go ahead and bring Kilo in. I'll bring him in. Got him. Kilo, what's up, my dog?
What up, fellas?
Hey, don't nothing make you feel a little bit insignificant than a fat gold chain. Just a little bit. And look, I was trying to look around for something like, I ain't got nothing to compete.
Got nothing to floss with.
I ain't got nothing.
Hey, look, when y'all said hip hop, I was like, well, hip hop, let's go, throw it on.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So rock example. Fat gold chain, fat gold chain.
Facts.
You gotta have it, man.
Facts.
Look, I got the rope one upstairs.
Oh man.
The dookie rope, though.
The dookie rope chain.
Man.
For real, gotta have it.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, Kilo, thank you so much for coming to chop it up with us.
Thanks.
Bro, we're just honored. We appreciate your time. But most of all, could you do me a favor and let everybody know who you are and where you're from?
Well, Rasheem Kilo Pugh. I'm from Brick City. I'm from Jersey.
Brick City.
Brick City, stand up.
Yes, sir.
Newark. It's Newark, ain't it? Newark.
Yeah, Newark. That's right, Brick City. And man, I've been in the music, man, since I was like 15 years old or something, man. I used to be signed to Mark 45 King, who's one of the creators of the Flavor Unit. So
rest in peace, my brother.
Yeah. You got to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Then we was we got a record deal with the great Quincy Jones. We were signed to Quest Warner Brothers in '93 as the rap group OCM. Me and my partner Veda Nobles, and did a Pepsi commercial. And then we was doing demos. Then we wind up meeting Lauren through a friend of mine, Tame from the Artifacts. Yeah, so he made the introduction, and then the rest was history. After we did the Lauren project, we did everything, man. We did all kinds. Yeah, we just did all kinds of stuff. Faith Evans, Dante Thomas, man, John Legend, Anthony Hamilton. I mean, the Wood soundtrack, Rush Hour soundtrack. You see some of these plaques. That's Warren G over there. That's Rush Hour, and that's Faith Evans. And we did Fast and Furious. We did a bunch of stuff, man. We've been in the game a long time. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we've been in the game a long time, man. Traveled the country, speaking at colleges, man, and universities, HBCUs. I was part of the crew that did the J.R. Smith story that's on Netflix right now. And,
nice.
And we did the making of the Moguls. It was Moguls in the Making from Revolt TV. We just filmed. It was about a year ago at A&T, and they won. They beat all the HBCUs too. And so I've been doing a lot of stuff, man. A lot of theater. We got some films we did. I worked with Flower Child Productions, and we did It Takes a Village 1, It Takes a Village 2, Find My Way to Musical, and what else I'm missing? I'm missing something else.
I was on that soundtrack. So there we go.
That part, right?
I finally caught up with one. I was on that soundtrack.
That part.
I was on that one.
Hey man, I gotta get you a collectible DVD, bro. You gotta have it in your house.
Hey, absolutely.
Look,
I do. See, that's my good right there.
Anyway, what works?
Hold on.
Look, you gotta get your
Absolutely. Hey, shout out to Morgan. I love Morgan. Morgan's good people.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta get him.
Hey, I got a question though. Because you have had that kind of career and you're still going. But let's get back to the beginning. Let's get back to the kid Kilo back in Brick City.
Right.
What was the moment? What was the spark? What was the actual whatever that happened that you said, this music thing is my lane? Where did all of this start?
15 years old. My mother got me a little radio. I'm listening to DJ Red Alert. And then they came out with this thing called the Party Line. They came out with the Party Line. The Party Line was this thing where everybody in the community, they get this phone number and everybody dial in. You got 300 people on the phone, could barely hear each other. But then every now and then, you have a rap battle. So Cass was rapping on the phone. So I said, one day, I just started spitting. Blah, 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 blah. And this dude was like, man, he sound like LL Cool J. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep going with this thing. I'm going to keep going. I battled this one kid, and the dude that was on the phone, he was like, man, what's your name, man? I was like, man, I'm Lel C, man. I don't even know where Lel C came from, but that was Lel C. That was my name. And I wound up meeting him. I wound up meeting him later on, man, and he became my DJ Cut Fresh. And then we became brothers, man. We was blood brothers since 15 years old, man. And we did music for a long time, all the demos, everything in the hood. And then later on, a boy I went to school with named Veda, we brought him inside the group, and he actually became the producer. So he was making dope beats and sampling, and we was like, yo, my man Latif was like, yo, give him a shot. I was like, all right. So we became a crew. And, later on, we was all we was all 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in music.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, my brother Cut was like, yo, I gotta get this money in these streets. You know, so he left the music alone, and me and Vader kept going with the demos, and we finally got a record deal, man. We was pushing hard, man. Driving that Omni back and forth to New York. Man, we was watching Naughty, going around the Naughty block, seeing what they doing as they bringing celebrities. They bringing Eazy-E and you see Mary J. Blige and Pepper on the block. I mean, Tretch was like a superstar, man. And we watched. And KG used to teach Vader some of the stuff on our programming. And Kevin Moore and Craig. You know, it was a lot of people around that was inspiring us to keep going. And one day, my man Latif came to my aunt's house. I was staying in my aunt's basement. I think I probably was like, man, I think I probably 20 years old, man. He gave me $1,100. And he said, yo, make it happen. Now you talking about back then, $1,100 was a lot of money. And then Vader boy Adrian gave him $1,000. So we had like $2,200. We started pressing up t-shirts. We pressed up cassettes, and we riding around in the hood, and we had scarves. So we riding around in the hood, and because I still had a heavy connection to the streets, all the drug dealers was rocking the OCM scarves. And it got to a point where Tretch was rocking the scarves. He rocked it in Rolling Stone magazine. So when I finally met Lauren and I told her my rap group was OCM, she was like, shit, I thought y'all was a clothing designer.
Okay, wait. Time out. Because that's twice you done said Lauren.
Oh, no doubt.
What are we talking about that Lauren?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, look, there is a I can't speak on it, but there is something in the works right now that's about to take the world by storm.
Dope.
Bro, you gotta tell us after
look,
this,
I'm gonna say this. If y'all thought that Kanye documentary was good, get ready.
Oh boy. Now I got a sense of it, Kilo. Know where you're going with that, buddy.
Get ready.
So I don't want to hog the entire conversation, but just out of curiosity, do you play any instruments or any?
Nah. Yo, this was my instrument in the music industry, yo.
Yeah. You would be surprised. Surprised.
This is my number one instrument, yo.
Facts. I'm not even blinking an eye.
Yeah, it went into every studio with me, man.
That's fact.
That's dope. Absolutely. Go ahead, Mike. I know you biting at the bit, brother. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Man. So, Rasheem, Kilo, man. I was across a few bridges from you. I was in Queens.
Queens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I grew up mostly in Hempstead. So Hempstead, Queens, it's close.
Right.
And so, it's kind of strange to me how we never crossed paths. We may have and just never knew.
Right.
I was in a group called the UBC, and we signed to EMI in '89.
Wow.
And did a quick album and a single, 2 videos. All that dropped in '90.
Wow.
And so we had to have been in the same place at the same time at some point, somewhere.
Yeah, I think I did an EMI deal at 1990 with Brian Jackson. Our A&R was Dwayne Alexander. Okay, I remember that name too.
Uh-huh. And so it's like, this stuff has been so far in my past, man. I was just telling D-Ray and Troy already, GT already knows, but man, I unplugged from hip hop. I just from business wise,
right.
Industry, not from hip hop itself, because that's just,
right.
There's a gene, there's like a hip hop, there's a blood cell that's floating around. You can't ever get rid of that, bro.
You can't get rid of that thing.
No, but it's like, yo, man. I mean, so tell me this: how was your experience back then? Because um, there's like it's almost like a hierarchy. You know what I mean? When you're coming in, it's like, yeah, you gotta know, you need to know certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, like Red and Chuck Chill Out, dude. If you could be down with any of them, with any of their two camps, we had our stuff played on both, on on Kiss and BLS. But how was that experience, man? When you first heard your joint, when you first saw your video come on, I saw it. How did that feel? Because I saw your video. I saw your video.
Man,
I saw
yo,
everybody with the OCM on and it's rocking. It's like, yo, it was cool, man. You go back to them days and it's like, you had a feel, bro. You had a flavor. It was almost okay. Y'all Jersey guys had a different kind of flow, kind of.
right.
To me, it was a little, yeah. It was a different type of flow. It was mad rough, right? I caught a video of you in the studio sitting. Young
Right.
you, I mean,
Yeah.
it was all time, but that was hard. It was. You talk about stretching them.
Right.
Yeah, man, it was kind of flash, but I mean, it seemed like you came off a little rougher. I don't know,
Right.
maybe it's just me, but how was your experience, man, when you first heard yourself, and then when you first saw yourself? It's different things. It's
Whew.
different things.
I
When you hear
know,
yourself on the
what's
radio, great, but when you see yourself on TV, oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you what was real crazy when you go from ignorant to everything to start learning some stuff. Because I was one of those guys where when we came in the studio, we came 20 deep. And then they had to sit us down and say, yo, you got too many people with you.
Yeah.
You can't bring this many people to the record company. And then your boys get mad. Then they want to talk junk to me. So it was like, I came in.
It's not hang out and chill out time. It's not hang out and chill out time. It's business.
Right. So I came in really, really like real hood. I came in real hood and all I knew was hood. You know what I mean? So here I am with these executives that's old enough to be my dad telling me, man, you ain't got to curse on every record. You need to broaden your vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to hang with everybody. Who's that guy? That guy looks like he gonna start something. Don't bring him to the meet. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a whole, I was like, what is going on here? I'm trying to rap. You know what I mean? And I'm rapping based on the rappers that I was listening to, which was Scarface, which was I love Scarface, Ice Cube, and that's why when you seen us in the video, you seen that we had ponytails. It was like we was from LA. A lot of people thought we was from Cali. When we went to Cali, they asked was we from Cali? And we was like from Jersey. And they was like, y'all look like us.
It was.
Oh, we got hit with the Matrix.
In the Matrix. He in the Matrix. We'll give him a second to get that together. But I do have a follow-up question to what he was saying, though. Because it made me think about something. Everybody's experiences are different. Mike, he really hit like in late 80s, early 90s. Y'all, you hit sort of early 90s, mid 90s. What do you think attributed to your early success? And as a follow-up question to that, could you have been as successful as you turned out without the streets?
I'm gonna say no. When it came, I could not have been who I am without the streets. Because that, even today, that's what keeps me going. That, like, when I wake up every morning, I think about, I'm one of those guys, you know how people say they lost their friends or people died? I'm one of those guys where 90% of my crew dead. So,
wow.
so I say I can show you pictures of all of us together like this, and everybody's gone. And so it's like, so I wake up every day sometime and I go, man, I cut, let's go. My brother, I lie. Latif would say, yo, spit that, yo, represent. I keep them alive in my head. And even though I'm getting older, it keeps me young because I feel like I'm 20 again around all of them.
Wow.
So while I might have somebody saying, oh man, yo, you 51 years old, you still rapping? You damn right. We are hip hop, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is
that's what's up.
Forever and a day. Yeah, for real, for real.
Yeah. So that definitely keeps me going. And I'm gonna go to that other question about the first time hearing song on the radio. That's the funny part. I never heard my song on the radio back then. When our OCM song came out, we was doing well in Detroit. We didn't even get love in Jersey. We never got played on a New York station. Never. Like Detroit was like playing us on the radio. North Carolina was playing us on the radio. Atlanta was playing us on the radio. We was not up top. They wasn't giving us no love on no radio at all. Yeah, now what we did benefit off was MTV, because Penny McDonald shot our video. She worked for MTV. So she got us on Yo MTV Raps. And that thing came on, boy, oh boy. Boy, when you see that MTV, and then it go, watch how you slang, we like, ah. Yo, the hood was on fire. It was like everybody felt like they made it at one time. Everybody who had a scarf, everybody who just would be like, what up to us going down the street, everybody felt like they made it.
Yeah. It was amazing. You
figure, because Naughty and them represented East Orange. And so when it came to Newark, you had Redman, but Redman wasn't in Newark. He represented Newark, but he was in New York with them. He was in New York, wherever Def Squad was doing. So he wasn't in Newark all the time. So then you had Lords of the Underground. They was from down the hill by the projects. So they had their crew, but they traveled. They was, they had a hit record. They was moving around. We were in the hood every day, even while being played on MTV. You know what I mean? Because we never had, I always say, we had a hot record, not a hit record. You see what I'm saying? We had a hot record, hot to the hood.
We have got to unpack that. We have really, I know we got some other stuff we want to do, but we really need to unpack that, because there is a difference between a hit record and a hot record. There really is. Really is. But we'll talk about that in the second half.
Like when I see Do It All in them, they could go do a show today and everybody will be in the audience like, the funky man, the funky man. If I get on stage right now and I go, watch how you slang, yo, people will be like, what song is that?
Yeah.
You might have a few people in the crowd that be like, yo, I remember that. But everybody don't know it because it wasn't a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't get pushed out. It didn't get pushed because what happened was when we had an A side and a B side. So the A side was Watch How You Slang. The B side was a song called Mental with the Jiggy Five Joker. That's what the DJs kept saying. Push this record. This record is hard. This record hard. Push this record. So you see what I'm saying? And then so we sent that message. We sent that message back to the label like, y'all pushing the wrong record. This record is soft. We need to push a hard record. I'm like, yo, the hood wants the song called Mental. And it just caused conflict, man. It caused conflict. And I think because Quincy Jones wasn't having a great success on the hip hop side of things, because he had us, he had Saphir in LA, he had Razzcast, he had a few others, but nobody was large. He didn't have a Naughty by Nature. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have nobody selling millions of records. So he did away with the label. I mean, he did away with the whole music, the whole hip hop side of things. He had his Tevin Campbell and what was her name? Tamir.
Tamir.
Yeah, he had them, and they had big R&B songs. But his hip hop side, he just gave up on it. He gave up on it. So we didn't even get a chance to drop a second single. We didn't even drop an album. Our album never came out.
Man.
Like our single came out,
crazy.
and the video came out, but we never dropped the album. Never came out.
With your mind, man, they put the money out to make the product.
Right.
We did a little cheesy little tour. We did a little cheesy little promo tour. They put money out. Chuck Sellout was saying, "Yo, y'all need to play this other song. Y'all need to rock this other song." The song he was supposed to play, he played it, and he stopped playing it. He started playing what he wanted to play.
Right.
And other people were saying, and then Red didn't even want to keep playing. I don't know how whatever issues those dudes had. He played a few times and he stopped playing. Right. The main song. So Chuck was still playing the stuff though, but he was playing the other song. He wasn't playing the main song of the video, the two videos that we had. He wasn't playing those.
Right.
So it was almost confusing.
Right.
And then EMI didn't know what to do with rap. They had Jazz. They had Jazzo. Jazzo was there before us. Mm-hmm. And he'll tell you the same thing. They didn't know what they were doing. I mean, because hip hop was still a new thing for these big labels.
Absolutely.
And then, if you could get them to listen to you and do what you tell them to do, it would be great. But
absolutely. And you know what's so funny that when you think about the Miseducation album, it's almost like a unreleased OCM album. But we were the backbone.
Wow.
Vader, my producer, my partner Vader was doing the beats. I was back there writing with Lauren.
I was gonna ask. And you don't have to answer if you don't want to answer.
What's up?
But that lawsuit thing.
Hey, how about we're gonna get to that, because I really want to unpack some of that. But V, what you got real quick? Because we definitely gonna get to that though.
Yeah. Okay. Let me play one of these OG Kilo stories told. Let me go ahead and drop that so we can get a little input. We'll be right back.
OG Kilo. OG Kilo, OG Kilo. Walk through the hood, 30s up, that's Brick City life like it ain't nothing. Many try to make ties, get sent home in a box like it ain't nothing. Talk too much, get sliced on the side of your face while you say something. Alhamdulillah, got them bent in the middle of the mosque, yeah, pray for them. If that look nice, take it off, yeah, everything nice is my side. See the struggle, see the pain, see the I'ma get it by any means in my eyes. That's OG Kilo. Used to rob, now he do a job for the people. Change ain't come, still see it ain't equal. Resurrect Malcolm for the sequel. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk a lot, it's too bad the way you say it never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk too much, too bad the way you say it never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk about it. Too bad the way you say it never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk about it. Too bad the way you say it never happened. Every story told you're missing. In the county, it's tales of the prison. Telling lies like you got a condition. In a gang, but you hold no position. 30's up, OG spot lifter. Don't sleep, concrete to come get ya. It's no work for the overwork. Residual everything after the dirt. I'm on my dean like clean him, save him, give his whole life new meaning. He left his soul at a pawn shop. They had to give it back in a gold box. 50 rounds in the front door. Heard a holler, so we bust off 9 more. Cops came, now the whole city uproar. Another story that he told on the jail floor. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk a lot, it's too bad the way you say it never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk too much, too bad the way you say it never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk about it. Too bad the way you say it never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk about it. Too bad the way you say it never happened.
got a hood dictionary and some friends that died. You try to carry the torch. But the story's never about your life. You the type that never left the porch. Nothing happened, but you call yourself a rapper, so I guess you gotta follow the course. Say you the best till you come around the rest, and a real one test your jaws. Oh, you real loud till you hear another sound, and the whole crew duck like blang. Straight left your chick, the crew you with, you straight Carl Lewis on the grand. You lost your whip, you lost your chick, you lost your click, and then you lost your chain. Your mouth is split, your heart is took, your story shook, it's straight fiction on your name. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk a lot. It's too bad the way you say it never happened. Never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk too much. It's too bad the way you say it never happened. Never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk about it. It's too bad the way you say it never happened. It never happened. Yeah, I see the way you like to talk about it. Talk about it. It's too bad the way you say it never happened.
Man. Got aggression.
Dude, okay, you know what I appreciate about that? You ain't cussed not one time.
Not one time.
And the truth of that of that rhyme is powerful. It's just, you know, now everybody ain't got the same story, right?
Right.
I never battled nobody in my life. Never battled nobody. You know, but you know, I ain't have to watch how I slang because I never slang. I could have.
Right.
I rode with my boys. You know, we got pulled over. We all got locked up. It wasn't so.
Right.
But what you were saying, man. I'm sorry, I took over because it's
No, you good. I'm just saying, I need that on the playlist.
It's a rapper to a rapper. So, dog, I like that. I mean, how come I didn't find that? Wait, how VP get it? I didn't get that. Where'd that come from?
You know, remember
He's beat.
V got privileges, man. What you talking about?
Wait, hold up. Don't do that though. Don't do that. Don't do that.
He asked me 5 minutes before coming on. You got any music?
Hey, before we continue, V, pay the bills, man.
Always. We don't even have one of our artists today. We totally having my man Kilo. So
absolutely.
Hey, let's keep it moving, keep it going.
You got a lot to play.
Oh. Hey,
salute.
Sophia
says love the song.
Sophia. Hey, so if we're gonna keep going, let me set the stage.
Go ahead.
It's 1996-97. Talk about how the miseducation of Lauryn Hill came together from your perspective. Because you got to understand, for all of us hip-hop, R&B lovers, that record is imprinted on our DNA. Right? Like, that's how powerful that record is, right? So please tell us. Yeah, facts. So please tell us how that came about and what was the beginning of that record.
I can give you the short version because there is already a long form thing in the works. The short version is I was trying to holler.
Now, see, first of all, I'm not mad at that at all. Because I remember Fuji's Lauryn. I'm not mad at that at all.
Look, that's how it started. I was watching
chocolate drop. Yep.
Look, I was watching Sister Act, and I was like, "Yo, girl, hot. Is she hot?" So then, here come the Fuji's video. I'm like, "Oh, that's that girl from Sister Act. That's what's up." Then I see my man Tame in the video. So I'm like, "Look at Tame." Now I was already in Tame's video. I was in the Artifacts video. They had I forgot the name of it, but I was in the video. I forgot the name of that song. But anyway, we was hanging at my man's liquor store on Clinton Ave. And we used to go there all the time. Now, of course, the street stuff, you know? So we come in there and we sit in there and we drink it every night. We was literally young alcoholics, really. Like we every day, that was our functional juice. Like I always
Right.
tell people, I said, you know, everybody got their drug dealing story, right? I was never a drug dealer. I was never good at selling drugs or any of that. I was a stick-up kid. That's what I was.
Oh, snap.
But but we only robbed drug dealers. That was our goal because they had the money. They made the money all day. So we come at night and we take it from them. You know, that was our plan. But we needed liquor as our strip juice to do that every day.
Right.
So we in this liquor store and here come Tame coming in. And he like, we all back there drinking for free. And he like, yo, let me get some. And I'm like, bro, hold up. Don't get this dude nothing until he call that girl. And he's like, they're like, what girl? Call that girl from the Fugees. Call her right now, yo. He was like, yo, I can't just be calling, bruh. Call that girl right now. I was like, don't get this man no liquor until he called that girl. You know what I'm saying?
He cut the liquor supply. That's messed up.
No, we cut the liquor on him. So he wound up calling Lauren. He was like, yo, it's this dude, my man Kilo. They signed to Warner Brothers. They got a record deal. And he trying to holler at you. And I got on the phone with her. We talked for a minute. She gave me a number. I gave her my number. We used to be in the hood going down Chancellor. I pull up 30 cats on Chancellor. They be like, yo, that's that girl in the Fugees. I used to loan her my car. Like, I mean, you know that photo? It's a magazine cover where there's Lauren, Missy, and it's like 5 female rappers on that cover. Well, I took her to New York for her to do that shoot. I was downstairs in the car waiting for her to come downstairs. So I was literally trying to be her boyfriend. You feel me? And she hit me one day. She threw me with the curveball. She was like, but I didn't know her and Wyclef had something going. So she was like, yeah. So she was like saying to me, yo, let's be friends. I don't want to go. And I'm sitting there. So I'm like, what? Ain't no female friends. I was like, cut that off immediately. 2 weeks went by. She called me. She was like, why you not like picking up? Why you not calling me? And I was like, for what? What's up? You know what I mean? What we doing? And she was like, I value your friendship. Threw me off, man. Now, of course, I'm from the hood, so I'm like, value your friendship? What is that? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never had no female friends and just a friend. What is this? You know? So I stayed cool with her because I felt like it was different. I was like, something different about this. Something's weird. And we stayed in contact. I would come over her house. She showed me all the posters on the wall, Eric Sermon and all them phone numbers written on the wall. We was cool. And then she was even in the car and singing this song. She was like, look, I'm doing a remake of this song. Now me, of course, I'm hood. I ain't up on all that old music. I ain't up on that soul music like that. If it ain't hip hop, and if it ain't something my mother was listening to, I don't know the song. You know what I mean? Right. So she's singing it, and I'm like this. That's what's up. That's what's up. And they put that record out, bro. That Killing Me Softly, bro. Bro.
Look.
She went on tour. She called me. She was like, I'm going on tour. I was like, all right. She went on tour. It was like a year or something. She would call me from different places. So I was like, all right, that's what's up. So she called me one time. And I think it was like, I don't know if it was China. I don't know what it was. But, you know, we would just keep it a friendship. So then Wendy Williams come on the radio one day and she's like, Lauryn Hill's pregnant. So I was like, so my phone blowing up. They like, Kilo, you got a baby with Lauryn. I was like, bro,
not me.
Never went down. It never went down. You know what I mean? So I said, all right, well, let me call her. So I called her. I was like, yo, and she picked up the phone. She was like, what's up, Kilo? She said, come see me. So I said, yo, you pregnant? She was like, yeah. So I come over to the house. I go over there. I'm sitting with her. So she telling me I'm not working with the Fugees no more. So I was like, wow, what happened? You know what I mean? I can't tell y'all what happened till later in the law.
No. We got you.
I was like, so she said, I want to work with you on some music. You know anybody do beats? I was like, my man Vader do beats. She's like, you know anybody play the guitar? I was like, yo, it's this dude named Jahari that's at Vader's house to play guitar. She said, you know somebody play keys? I said, Jahari got a twin brother named Ted who played the keys. And she was like, you
The
are
band.
bugging. I was like, yo, I can go get them right now. She's like, for real? I went and got them, came back within an hour, bro. I went to Vader house. Yo, wake up. Lauren want to meet y'all. Lauren brought them over to the house. We sitting there, Vader playing beats, Ted showing his skills, Jahari showing his skills. And she says, yo, let's work on, I got these 5 projects that they just paid me money for. And I want to do them with y'all. So we like, all right, and let's see how that goes. So the first one was Andrea Martin, rest in peace. She was one of the dopest songwriters, you know what I mean?
Yo, her pen game was God
status.
status.
Stuff, you know what I mean? So we did Andrea Martin. Then we did Aretha Franklin, A Rose is a Rose, rest in peace. True legend. Then we were going to do this rock band. It was an all-female rock band by the name of Edith Wish. And we was working on this record for Edith Wish. And when we was in the studio, Lauren did the vocals. We sitting up, we writing in the attic, and then we go to Perfect Pen Studios and we record it. Then we go to New York, and Lauren's playing some of the songs. And one of her executives was like, yo, stop. Yo, stop working on these other projects. Start your album. And she looked around at us like, what? And we was like, I thought we was doing 5 songs, And that song was X Factor, bro.
That's a heck of a song.
It started the album, man. That one song started the album.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So
overall, the album took 9 months. So it was like birthing a baby. Wow. Lauren had Zion, and I think about maybe 2 weeks later, I had my first son, Kyrie. So I was 25 years old when I had my son, and she had her first baby. And we were like family, man. We were all family, man. And then, a few executives would come around, and, they started to whispering. But you'll see that in the long form story.
Okay.
But it all worked out. The lawsuit is public record, so it is what it is. The settlement, $5.5 million. We were young. In today's time, nobody would have, did no $5 million today. Right. But back then, that was a lot of money. It was 4 of us. Everybody got $1 million, 1.3 million each. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So we was young. We were still in our 30s, man. We drove Bentleys and Ferraris, man, living the life.
So let me hold on. So we all know, well, most people know about the lawsuit. So I'm gonna go a full circle moment. So there's a DJ in Houston named the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter Benny C used to be a DJ in Greensboro, North Carolina, at A&T and 102 Jams. Benny was a friend of mine back in the day. If you go on YouTube, there is an interview that he does with Robert Glasper. Well, Robert Glasper, I was gonna ask you if you did. Robert Glasper basically goes in on Lauryn Hill. Like, he names names, he makes direct accusations. This is basically the Cat Williams interview for Lauryn Hill. Right. Basically. So my question to you is, on the flip side of that whole process, of that whole beautiful process, to wherein this is someone that you pursued and you got friend zoned, but y'all are like family, right? To the point that now you're watching Robert Glasper basically eviscerate this someone that you know, right? And basically to your own benefit. How did that make you feel? Because that's got to be a weird place for you to be in.
Right. I'm going to tell you, and for me, it was really weird because even when the lawsuit started, I literally lived walking distance to Lauren's house. And when it started, the lawyers were like, Kilo, don't go by there. Don't go over there. Don't go there. Kilo, don't go there. Don't go there, Kilo. I was like, look, if there's a problem, I can go to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally, 20 minutes from the hood, the South Orange is right down the street from North. So we like, look, we could talk. I know her mother, her father, her brother. We can talk this out. We can sit down and whatever. They was like, do not go there. So it was 3 years that went by that I couldn't even contact Lauren. You know what I'm saying? 3 years. And when I first saw the Robert Glasper thing, I laughed at first, well, a giggle, like, you know, because all of that, call me Miss Hill and all that stuff happened after we were gone. That was her anger to every new person that came around her. Do not try to get to know me. I'm not trying to be your friend. You're going to address me as a hierarchy, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, because I guess she felt when I was friends with a crew, then this happened. No, it ain't. This happened. It was your actions that happened. You know what I'm saying? We was on the other side of the table. You know, you was on the $1 million side of the table, and we on the work hard. We love you. We'll beat anybody up in the streets for you. I was your I run to the store for you. I was the car. She didn't like driving, so I'm driving her everywhere. I mean, we were like her security. We was her brothers, cousins. We was everything. When Rohan came around, she would ask me, what you think about Rohan? You know what I'm saying? Like, so
wow.
Super. I mean, if somebody would have came up to Lauren with a gun back then, bro, we would have all stood in front of her.
Wow.
Wear 'em out.
That's how we loved her. We loved her. Like, nah, that's sis. Like, what's happening? You know? And so when he first said something, I actually made a post under his post years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yo, I said something to the effect of, you're a man. Don't diss a woman, a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Out of all these years, our problems that we had with Lauren, we never talk negative about Lauren. I got plenty of stuff I could have said, but I would never talk negative about someone I loved, someone I'm a male and she's a female. And there's a G code. There's a G code. If you from the streets and you call yourself a G, you got to be a G all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it don't matter if somebody stooped down to a kid level or it don't matter the levels they go to. You got to stay as a G. You know what I mean? You got to be like, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up. And stay there with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, and stay in your ground, because the one thing everything turns around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see her again. She gonna see me again. But guess what? It's gonna be a hug.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ain't gotta say, why you say that about me, Kia? Because I never said nothing about you like that.
Right.
Everything I said was public record. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that life is good. Because when you from the hood and you've been through some real struggles in your life, you definitely know what a blessing is. So when you become blessed, in your life, you have no stress. You don't need to talk bad about nobody. So it becomes one of those things where it's like, yeah, I've been through that. Yeah, that was interesting. But, you know, life is good. You know what I mean? I got 5 kids, 3 of them grown and on their own. You know, several businesses, investments, doing the arts, doing all kinds. Y'all see me, I got my little Country Wayne type videos where I'm having fun, clowning. I am, you know, I'm enjoying life. Life, you know? When you get to 51, you at the top of the hill at 50. So then you start going to the other side. So now you're going to retirement. You're going to that rocking chair, baby. So you know what I'm saying? So I want to be invited to the cookout at 70 years old. Call me at 70. Kilo, come through. I'm gonna come through, man. What you want me to bring? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's important to me.
Yeah. Want to be the angry guy.
Yeah, nobody wants to be the angry guy.
Yeah, man. I love the fact that when I talk to people who I dealt with years ago, man, 20, 30 years ago, they say, Kilo, you never changed. Your bank account might have changed a few times. Your cars in your house might have changed. Your jewelry might have changed. Your swagger, your walk might have changed. But you never changed. You were always that guy. I love that. I live for that, man. I live for it.
So I got one more question, because I don't want to, dominate the interview. But you know how during like the lockout season in the NBA, it was like a shortened season, and whoever won the champion, I think it was San Antonio that year, they try to put an asterisk beside the championship because it was a half season or it was the lockout season, right? So on the other end of the lawsuit, when everything came out, you got the money, you got whatever, you also got the Grammy.
Right.
Is there an asterisk beside your Grammy? Or do you just say, if it was, I could care less because I'm a Grammy award winning You know what I mean?
What is the? I don't even know what the asterisk is. What is that?
Basically means that it's almost like you want it, but
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. I'm. You know how a person go through something? I'm proud of what I went through because the difference for me, from a person who wrote a song, it went out and sold, they made a Grammy, they made some money. Okay, they got that simple success story to tell. But I got a story to tell where we was one of the biggest lawsuits in the music industry, period.
Facts.
We one of the biggest checks Sony ever cut to a lawsuit. Facts. Then we were advocating for writers and producers all over the world. After that Lauryn Hill lawsuit, a lot of people stopped getting jerked. And a lot of people, them celebrities had to check themselves. They had to be like, oh, wow, that just happened to Lauryn? Oh, wow, maybe we need to pay Jeffrey and pay Kareem and give him his just due for this type of lawsuit come to us. So we were like some groundbreakers on the fight back tip, you know? So when I look at my Grammy, I say, I look at that diamond plaque on the wall, I look at it and I say, that ain't just music, that's a fight, that's standing up for what's right, that's 3 years of a lawsuit, that's proving ourselves to an industry and building up your name and being a good person to where your respect is a solid respect. It's like when you shake that person's hand, when people, if you a person that jerk people, you don't talk to me. You don't try to do business with me. You see what I'm saying? Because you going for the prey. You know what I mean? Those type of people, they look for the prey. So when they meet a person like me, they say, oh, this is Kilo who did X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. He's not prey. That's a lion. Don't play with that lion. You get what I'm saying? If you're going to come with respect for the pride. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Got you. No doubt. Anybody else? Because I'll go on all night.
And I'm gonna tell you why I was kind of lost with the sports scenario. I don't even watch sports, bro. Never have.
Are you serious?
I never watch any sports. Anybody? No, it's the craziest thing in the world. I feel weird today because when I'm here in North Carolina and everybody like, oh, I'm going to the game. I'm going to it's a homecoming game. I feel crazy. I don't even know it. I don't know the sport.
How is that even possible?
Too much studio.
Okay. Now that makes sense. Makes all the sense in the world.
It was from the streets to the studio and staying in the studio just all the time, man.
Facts.
Hey.
I never. Yo, when we stopped, we went from you figure hood studio trying to get a record deal, years, get a record deal, years, up do Lauryn, up lawsuit. Now we got to prove ourselves. Years. Then my partner say, yo, my son 10 years old and I don't even know him. He said, yo, I gotta leave here, man. I gotta go with my family. I got 5 kids. I gotta get to know my kids. And he moved to Florida. And that's how much time we were in the studio, at the parties, at the labels, with the lawyer, with this. It was crazy. I've met almost every celebrity that's a celebrity today. Most of them I sat across the table with and broke bread. Because the one thing about our career, which was so dope, and I thank God for this, we were on both sides of the table. We were artists in '93 signed to Quest Warner Brothers. Then when that folded, then after Lauryn Project, we became writers and producers. So now we in there with the managers, with the label. We seeing what the budget is. We knowing if they're gonna promote and market this artist or that artist about to get dropped. We learning all the secrets to the trade. I did 2 publishing deals, not 1, 2. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like, just seeing all this stuff. Even today, I'm signed to Sony as a writer.
Wow.
And I got a crew. I got a Facebook group that is writers and producers in there. And we be pitching songs. And I give my own little 15% and I let them get the rest. And we placed one of the songs I sent you is one of the songs that's on BMF. It was on a BMF TV show.
Oh, and, you got to run that trailer.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and run this BMF trailer and then we'll talk some more. Let's check it out.
Right.
Let's go. Stepped outside like I gotta go get it. Put a team together, now my whole team with it. Raised in the hood, yeah, we deal with the stars. It's time to get it locked, gotta hit the block hard. Who getting paper? Yeah, that's the first victim. He can't get paper if I can't get it with him. I'm first to admit it. If I said it, we do it. It's time to make a name and the whole world knew it. Go. I see him getting money, now I need to get mine. I see him getting money, now I need to get mine. I got a whole plan and I think it's about time. I see him getting money, now I need to get mine.
Nobody mess with us, man.
That boom bap.
Bruh.
Gotta have that boom bap.
Yo, I told the producer exactly what I wanted. I said, I need this joint to sound like LL Cool J or Run DMC old school joint. I need that old school hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have it.
There's money I need to buy. Oh, bro,
Yeah.
That's a hook.
And it's so funny. We sent probably like 30 records to Sony. And they called me back and said, we want this record. Who is this? I said, that's me. They was like, Kilo, that's you? I said, that's me rapping. It was like, well, yo, they want it. 50 Cent want it. They want it. I said, well, let's get it then. That made me feel good. That made me feel good because being 50 years old and play something on a TV show with your own voice. And I got two sons that rap, and they try to challenge my skills.
Yeah, let them know you the OG, right?
Exactly,
So Kilo,
Man, they didn't go there. They didn't get the gene, bro. I'm happy for you. My boys didn't get the gene. I don't know what happened.
They get it. You gotta play more hip hop in the house. Sit around watching more videos. Yo, I be watching more videos than they do.
I told them. I have them. I wanted to bring up later about the working with the kids because I've done that too. But I taught them how. They just didn't stick with it.
Right.
So Kilo, you had given me a whole bunch of songs, and we're kind of tight on time.
Right.
Give me one of the songs you would like to play, and we'll play another one too. So tell me which one of the songs you gave me that you would like us to hear.
It's called. Wait, what is it called? I can't even think of it.
So nice to have choices.
It's the one. All right, what's the titles again?
We got. We already heard the Need to Get Mine. We got Project Power Up, Kilo Jump F, Ryder Kilo and Madame, and Freedom. I'm assuming it's free to be me. That's you.
Let's go with Freedom. That's me and John Black. Me and my homie right here from Winston-Salem.
Let's do it.
Let's check it out.
You ready?
It's a song, you ready?
Want a little bit of freedom. Everybody want freedom. They work hard for freedom. Grandma want it. Growing up in the projects, the pill is hard to digest. Smoke away the choice and drink away regrets. We climbed the 8th floor with no stairway to heaven. The elevator was working, the day would be better. Strong legs you can stand on. You gotta learn to build something you can land on. And if it's conflict, you gotta put your hands on. And if the dream work, you gotta put your mans on. You heard? I learned history, kings down to slavery. Sharecrop mentality, bad cop reality. Brain robbery, celebrating the poverty. Like hood is the best on earth, man, you're lying to me. Reparation, bring the smile back. Gotta gather all the labor from a while back. Get acres and get a house back. See the ants, that's a smile through the clouds, black. We want freedom. Everybody want freedom. They work for freedom. Yeah.
Boy John Black. Freedom. What up, Kilo? Yo.
What it do, John?
So what you mad? Cause the bars we spitting is all live. Evil people deceiving our forefathers. The moment I know now that I gotta be God driven. I listen and pay attention. I'm only here for a minute. You can have anything that you want if you go and get it. Life is too short to be sitting here reminiscing. Man, I was born with desire and ambition. As long as the world keeps spinning, I'm all in it. No limit to what I see, cause I believe in my mind. Every level that I reach, I leave a demon behind. We all different, God-given, this was by design. No hate, y'all waiting for a moment to speak. We either marching or we dying out here on the streets. You can watch it all day on a video stream. In the energy just depend on the way that you lean. Will it motivate change or be something you seen?
Everybody want. They work hard for the. Saving up for some. Yeah. Oh yeah. Riding with the top back and the wind going through my hair. Rolling without a care. Cause I know my stimulus check is there. Can it be I have a false sense of reality? You better dig it. I'm still feeling good either way. Today is my day. You understand or overstand? Either way, you better dig it. Buy your own, get your own, own your own for freedom. Everybody want freedom. Dream like freedom. It's the American dream, the one. Freedom. Get your own piece of freedom. We fought for the freedom. Live and die for the freedom. I won't rest till it's yeah.
Is that who's doing hip-hop? Is that Mr. McGreen?
Nah. That's you talking Mr. Bakery. Mr. Bakery. That's a whole nother chapter. Hey, look, man. Look, for the record, there's no more 1 hour shows, man. 2 hour shows, man. That's what it is.
Hey, we just need to run this until we're done.
No, I feel you. We we just try not to lose the audience because the attention spans will be like that.
Hey, and you know, this is the one show I could care less who watching.
Right. What you gotta do is you chop this mug up, chop up certain little segments and drop it out, sound bites, man.
No. I got you.
Yes, sir.
So it is. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, V. No, go ahead.
Okay. Do you see your music as a way to address societal issues? And if so, how do you approach incorporating these themes into your lyrics?
Oh, man, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to tell you what's real crazy. I got songs out there that nobody even knows my songs. Have you ever have any of y'all heard of a song called Miss California by Dante Thomas? Nope. But the crazy part about that is that's a song. It's like a fun song, but that's one of our top grossing songs. More than Lauren Money.
Wow.
Like that.
That's dope. That's dope.
That. And it's huge overseas. #1 in Germany, France. I mean, UK. It was big. It's a big record. And we got several records out there that I definitely think as a writer, you're definitely responsible for the things you say. And I mean, there's a time for everything. There's a time for ratchet, you know. When you're sitting with your people and you take a sip on something, put the Sexy Red on. I need to hear that. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? Put it like we need to wild out. But then there's a time where you need your Marvin Gaye, you know? You need your what's going on. Because music is like a part of your life. Every day is a different day. So a different song. If there's a song for every day that you wake up. You probably got to go 20 years back to get the song, but there is a song. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I definitely feel like I definitely gotta say messages. I try to slip Mickey's even in my rhymes and try not to be corny while doing it. You know?
Right.
And that's just like I'm gonna show y'all this right here real quick. That's just like for years I always wanted a hip hop brand clothing line, right? And this is Generation Hip Hop.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna ask you about the video.
Yeah, so that was me saying, I was like, why nobody never used the word hip hop in their clothing brand? And I think, somebody's like, that's kind of corny. It probably look corny or whatever. I was like, it got to be a fresh way to make it look fresh. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we are, if you were one of those kids where you went to your mama and said, Mama, I want some Pumas. I want some Pumas. I want some Adidas shell toes. I want a bomber. Could you give me with the fur on it? Can I get a Lee suit? If you were that kid, you created these brands. You made these brands big. And we were the kids. It's from the basement to billions. And we created hip hop as ours. They try to push the narrative that, oh, y'all, you getting old, you too old. Go tell Kenny Rogers and them to stop singing country music.
Yeah.
Tell them they too old. Go tell them they too old. Tell Bruce Springsteen they too old to sing their songs. Don't hit us with this. Hip hop is ours. So that's why I came up with the brand Generation Hip Hop. That is ours. That's our baby. It's like, all the different cultures are now making money off our baby. They pimping her, but she's still ours. So like you can't tell nobody to go leave your kid because they being bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's still your kid. You gotta love it, take care of it, raise it. So that's how I feel. So even when dealing with young rappers, new producers, I talk to them. Boom, 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 boom. It's our baby. Be delicate with it. Don't treat it like this. Don't treat it like that. Yo, you like wearing old school something, baby. This is what we did. It's nostalgia. This is us. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I'm a part of a crew. I thought I had the hat over here. Uptown Car Club in Atlanta. All cars from the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
All cars from the 80s and 90s. Be out there deep. They be out there deep. And one of the owners of, one of the leaders of the car club is Coach K from QC. Yep. So it's like you got hip hoppers. Big Daddy Kane was down there at one of the events. They there. It looked like when you pull up, man, it looked like back in the day, paid in full, man. Look like it's like a time warp.
Somebody get Dapper Dan to put a rag top on some of them cars, man. Dapper Dan would do custom rag tops on these cars. Remember that?
For real.
Yep.
Take it back,
you went back to school to learn to officially restore cars?
Absolutely, man. I went and did 2-year degree, man. Collision repair and finish technology.
Wow.
Paint and body work, man.
Wow.
Classic. Man, I did a 6'4" Impala. I did a 69 Chevy. I got a 1996. I got a 1996 Jaguar upstairs right now.
Nice.
All black with a red interior.
Oh man. So you ever think about wrapping a car?
I did, but because I'm a painter now, I'd rather paint something funky. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'd rather paint something to show you my paint skills. You know what I mean?
Yo, you got any graffiti writers in the camp?
Graffiti writers in what camp? What camp you talking about?
And like, okay, so in your design, in your design, your gear, even the cars, dude. Remember the
Look, let me show you something. Look, let me show y'all something real quick. This is my basement, right? This is my basement. Look at the floor. Oh, let me see. I'm hitting the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to open this thing up.
This is one of them clips that we need to cut out.
We going in. Look at the floor.
Ah man, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Look at the art on the walls.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Art
And that's another thing I was going to ask you about. Your work with art. That's your art.
Yeah, this is my art.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's my art on the walls, man.
I got a homeboy of mine that is official artist. You know, and he's had his stuff all up in Harlem for a long time. And I got some other dudes that's graffiti writers that's old friends. And dude, it's just to to bring that stuff. I went to Rock the Bells. I went to one of the Rock the Bells, and the graffiti guys was in there heavy, and I was like, oh, this is just, I just love this, man. You know, graffiti is everywhere. I'm in Orlando. This dude's bombing trains in Orlando.
Let me tell you.
Yo, you see, right? I want to just pull over and just go take pictures. I mean, that's what we used to do, man. You see a dope looking piece. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it wasn't yours, you go and take pictures.
Man, I co-owned. I did this painting, and my uncle introduced me to this girl named Monique. She had an art gallery, and I was asking her, what do I need to do, you know, as a painter? So she said, have you ever been to October Gallery in Philadelphia? I said, no, what's that? And it was an exhibit that they had in Temple University where it was over 3,000 artists, African-American artists from all over. I'm talking about the tippy top best of the best. I'm talking about the best of the best, bro. And I was like, I ain't even want to be a painter no more. I was like, oh, this is crazy. These guys are off the chain. So she gave me an opportunity. She said, you want to partner with this art gallery? So I was like, yeah. So now I became a co-owner of art gallery. So now I'm meeting all these different artists. And I said, you know what? I want a name in the art world, but I don't feel like I'm good enough to be the best artist, but I need to be the best something in the art world. So I created an award, and it was called the Save the Arts Award. And it's the first award to award painters, sculptors, architects, and photographers. And the first year I had it was in 2010 in Greensboro, and I had some of the top artists in the world come out, man. Larry Poncho Brown, Charles Bibbs, Annie Lee, Leo Rucker. I mean, they came from all over, man. We did it again in 2013, where we had even other artists. We got more diverse. And this award is kind of like the Grammys for visual artists. Okay. So right now, when it's going to come back around, I'm doing some things to build up some more capital because I was doing it under my nonprofit, Save the Arts Foundation. So once I build up some more capital, we're going to go ahead and do that award show again. And I really feel special. I feel special because everything begins with art. Everything. Before you see a building erected, they had to draw the plans out. Yeah. And before they open the doors to the public, they put paint on the walls and art on the walls.
Yeah. Everything is by design.
Everything. So it was like, wow, being at the forefront of this by being the #1 award show. We still to this day are the only award show that award visual artists. You see what I'm saying? So
I mean, that don't even sound right. It's like, well, wait, isn't there? No, there isn't.
There isn't.
It's like it should be, man. That's I mean, you got awards for everything else.
Yep, we the ones, man. We the ones. We show the love to the arts.
What's that? Are you still involved with the African American Atelier?
The Atelier was ran by Alma Adams, and I think because Alma Adams got more deeper into the government stuff, it's still going. It's not really active in terms of bringing new people in there. I think they have like classes for the youth, but it wasn't what it was. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I called her one time, and I was like, "Yo, let me run it." I was like, "I know all of these artists. Let me tell y'all about this project that's coming out. It's a project coming out, and you know what? I should have dropped the trailer in your thing so you can play that. There's it's a documentary called "The Golden Age of African American Art."
What?
And it's put together by all the legends. These guys that when back in the 90s, these guys were millionaires, man. Because art went through this. Art went through the Renaissance period where they was taking Black artist art and they were holding it in galleries. You couldn't afford it, you couldn't buy it, you couldn't get to it. Then there was a period of time where these people said, you know what? We got to do our own thing and somehow do our thing. This lady, Barbara Weston, used to have a thing in the mall in Beverly Hills with art on it. Back in the day, you know how they used to sell art in the mall, in the hallway, on grids. So these producers saw these art and was like, let's talk to her. She represents these artists. And guess what? Next thing you know, the artist on Good Times, Ernie Barnes. The artist on the Jeffersons. You know what I'm saying? So now this whole art world was being birthed. And then this other woman started the first, what she call it? A 10 by 10. Joy Peters. She started the 10 by 10 exhibits. So where you start going to exhibits and everybody got their own booth.
And 10 by 10.
Yeah, so everybody had the booth, so the art exhibits start happening. Then you had these black publishing companies. They started turning their art from originals to prints. So now you had people buying stuff, black art, but it was going in the homes. It was going in the homes. That's how they became millionaires. They were selling thousands of prints. And this story is not told. So this is the golden age of all of those guys who were becoming millionaires. They're telling a story. They're in the 70s and the 80s. And I mean, man, we went and we interviewed 30 people. We went here to California, Atlanta, Philly, PA. We was everywhere. And it was just like, just sitting in front of these artists who are older and they telling their life story, how it's been, all the money they made. The numbers were crazy. Charles Biz made $83,000 a month. A month. You know what I mean? Off selling prints. Prints of his artwork. I mean, it was crazy. And I mean, we in we in a house shaped like a circle. We in mansions in the Beverly Hills. Then we in small houses. We in apartments. So we hearing how some people had a hard fall. You know, some people battling with their health ailments. Then it was just a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of creativity. And you get to see these people. These are the people who said, I don't care what you think. I'm doing it my way.
Yeah. Okay, so this brings up an interesting question. Because you are, let me turn that down a little bit. You are one of the few creatives that I know that you've had your hands deep in music. You've had your hands deep in visual arts. Artificial intelligence, right? We've seen this now that now it's everywhere. Like in music, you have AI that can master music now. You don't even have to master anymore. You just upload it, the computer masters it and sends your master back to you. You have AI art now that you don't have to hire someone to do your cover. You go to Midjourney or you pull an app on your phone. As long as you know how to tell it what to do, it spits out something high quality back to you that, you know, for all intents and purposes, you own. What do you think about that? And what is that going to do for future creatives and future artists?
I think it definitely hurt the art world for sure. Because some of the graphics artists can't duplicate. It's just too amazing. It's the colors, the brightness of the colors, the way that the image looks. It's just amazing, some of the images that I'm seeing. But I think, and I said this a couple years ago, it's like the more that they go into a robotic era, the more something else becomes rare. You know what that is? Handmade.
Right.
So when somebody say the reason why a Rolls Royce or Bentley is still the #1 car in the world is because they're still putting it together by hand. They still stitching the leather. They still sitting there shaving the wood. They polishing the wood by hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when they put that car out, that car is $500,000, and it's been 30 different people putting that car together. The other cars that's coming off the assembly line, it was a machine. He put every parts on, put it on there in 10 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as soon as you pull off the lot, I think what's most important is learning how to use everything that they make easier. If they make it easy to do an album cover, do 20 albums. If it make easier for you to record, do 100 of them. Record all the time. You know, use the tools that they're making easy and benefit off them. Because at the end of the day, what I didn't like doing, I found myself scrolling and I'm looking at, I made $50,000 last month. Ooh, I made 120,000. I stopped. I said, how? What are they doing? So I said, you know what? I'm tired of seeing everybody talking about how much money they're making using AI, using TikTok, using Instagram, using the algorithms. You got to post this much. I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to do exactly what they say do. I'm going to get up every morning, post a video, and I'm going to post 3 every day, and I'm going to do it for a whole year, and I'm going to see what happens. If I can record an album in 10 minutes, I'm going to record 20 of them. We can do that too? We're going to do 10 of those. And I want to match, I want to see everything that they say we could do and make money. I want to try it. Let's see. I want to try it. It's a girl on YouTube. I forgot what her name is. She's from New Orleans. She's kind of heavy set. And she always come on. She'd be like, salutations, assalamu alaikum, shalom, whatever. And then she go, did you know you can make $500 a day doing this? Let's try it. And she literally tries it. Everything that somebody promotes that you can make money, she said, let's try. I said, this girl got to be making buku money. Because she done tried some stuff. And she was like, oh my gosh, I actually made it. Look. And she'll show you the proof. So I was like, I said, okay. I said, look, some people, we out here working too hard.
Facts.
You know what you just said is true, because I run into a lot of producers that talk about, well, I do it the old-fashioned way. I'm on the MPC. I don't use loops, and I don't use this. And you have DJs like, I don't use the cue and all this other stuff. You know how I look at that? I look at that like John Henry versus the steam engine, right? That old folk tale that John Henry was up against a steam machine and died trying to beat the thing.
Right.
Now he won the race, but he died doing it. And the guy that's on the machine can still do business because it's a machine. Absolutely. So instead of trying to kill yourself versus the machine, learn the machine. Right. Yeah.
It's a DJ that I was friends with years ago. I ain't even gonna say his name because it's probably embarrassing. This dude had a keyboard, right? And I told him, I said, there's a machine coming out called the MPC 60. I said, Veda's getting MPC 60. And then it kept going up. We went from MPC 60 to MPC 90 to the 3000, then the 2000, then it became the 1000, then it was the MPC 100. And I said, bro, you still on that keyboard? He was like, yo, Kilo, I'm about to get a beat machine. I said, come on, man, I don't even want to talk, bro. I said, bro, you back in time, bro. You killing yourself. That keyboard. I used to tell producers, I say, yo, you want to know how to make a hot beat? They say, how? I said, go sample. Since you're sampling, go sample Dr. Dre's kick and Dr. Dre's snare. It's already mixed. It's already mastered. Sample it and make a beat with it. Take Snoop Dogg song, take his kick and snare. And they were just like, that makes sense, but how do you sampling already, bro? You doing it. And guess what? Years later, they start coming out with beat packs. I said, I said, there it is. Here goes the beat packs. Somebody done did it. They done went every hit record. They done took the snare, took the kick. They just said, we're gonna take every sample from a hit record and put it in a beat pack.
Okay. So first of all, you're revealing producer secrets that we are sworn to never say. Number one. So if anybody comes for me, Kilo did it. It wasn't me. Right? That's number one. Number two, everything that he's saying is absolutely accurate. I got hard drives of nothing but kicks from every producer that I have ever said, oh, that producer's hot. From RZA to Jazzy Faye to Dr. Dre to anybody, I got nothing but kicks. And you will never know that what kick I'm using. I know what I'm using. Right. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. And it even goes down to even business. Like when old boy, what's the old boy that shot Megan Stallion in the foot? What's his name?
Trey. Was it Trey Songz?
Yeah.
Not Trey Songz.
Yeah, not Trey Songz.
Who's
Lord have mercy.
Trey Songz.
Yo,
Hey,
don't do
you
that.
notice it was with a shrug.
Hey, look, the views and opinions of those. Never mind, we ain't gonna do that. But anyway, the dude came out with he was selling the digital copies of his record, and I can't think of the actual name of it right now. But somebody was like, "What's going to be the career for the future in the next 5 to 10 years? You know, for kids coming up?" And they were like, "Software engineers with legal degrees, because now you have smart contracts that are built into the record, right?
Wow.
So it's not paper anymore; it's in the digital field. So you can't avoid it. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like." Every MP3 or everything that gets streamed or sold has a digital contract that's in there. Learn to
Right.
do that.
Right.
You know?
That's
So-
right.
AI is taking over law too.
Absolutely. Because and that benefits us because it makes it really, really hard to not pay a creative.
Right.
If you know what I mean? If I got
Right.
something embedded, you know, we go to court and it's like, no, I didn't steal that from you. And then they run it through and be like, that was Jazzy Faye's cake.
So
Right.
how's that NFT game being played?
That's what I was thinking of, NFTs.
Ooh.
That's exactly what that is. And that's a whole nother separate thing that,
Yeah.
you know, a whole separate revenue stream that is just like, wow, there really are no excuses these days.
Man,
You know what I mean?
don't
There's
matter.
really no
It don't
excuse.
matter if you don't understand it. It doesn't matter if you don't understand it or if it doesn't make sense to you. You
Right.
better learn and
You
get
better
in.
learn. Get in there,
Yeah.
I
man.
had to
Yeah.
myself,
Get in
I was like,
there.
look, this don't make no sense.
telling you.
But
I'm telling
So
you. When you
so,
think
okay.
about,
Go ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
was saying, when you think about, let's say, man, 40, 50 years ago, our uncles, you know, fathers, grandfathers, you think about how hard they worked.
Yeah.
Just to try to buy a house and the house never get paid off.
Yeah.
They bust their butt. They were so aggravated. The drama they went through at work, come home and had to drink something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you think about in today's time, we got so many ways to make some money, to take care of our families. We ain't got to be alcoholics today. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you just
You know
want
what
to
I
be.
mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, unless you want to be. And it's just so many opportunities that you gotta choose a few and just do it.
So that leads me to another question, and I know we're way past time, but whether it's a young person that's really just starting off in the business, or whether it's somebody, because me and you, Kilo, we're the same age, whether it's somebody that's our age that decided I'm gonna do music now because I
Right.
always wanted to do it, I'm gonna do music. What would you say would be the key piece of advice getting in this business right now? What would be the one thing with where you came from, with how you came up? What would be the one nugget that you can give them to determine whether or not they are either a hunter or they want to just be prey?
I think the new person has to look up the definition of artist. And then they have to research real artist legends, because they'll find that the legends broke the molds. You know, and one friend of mine asked me to say something to his new artist, and I said, don't give a F when it came to your creativity. I said, because when you start caring about what people think, it's not yours anymore. You ain't even doing it for yourself. You're doing it for somebody else. You know, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep and say, you know what? This is what I feel. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to just do it, whether they like it or not. Somebody going to love it. You know how they say, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say those and them labels. I steer somebody to be independent all day, because them labels is gonna try to make you. That's why they call it labels.
Absolutely.
Labels.
Put a label on you.
Yeah, they want you to be what they think is what's gonna make money.
Absolutely.
Can you get a? Hey, we need we need another Kendrick. Do you have a Kendrick? You know what I'm saying? We need we need another LL Cool J.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I say to a person that's our age, don't be afraid to come out and be your age. Because if you was fresh back then, you still fresh. You just scared now. They done made you feel so much fear. They made you feel so much fear by showing you all these young people. It don't matter. If you an old head, be the freshest old head out that mug. Because there's always a super fresh old head. It's guys that I look at today and I be like, yo, that's still the coolest damn person on the damn planet. And it's the way they carry themselves, you know?
Right.
That's why if you look today, all of the hip hop legends are now on tour again.
Imagine that.
All around the world, getting respect, getting love. People like, yo, thank you. Oh, I was here when your record came out. It's a whole nother thing. So now, like, because I had the challenge of, when I came out, when I was coming back out as a rapper, I said, I can't rap like I rapped in 20 years old because I ain't that guy no more.
Right.
I got children that's in their 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I gotta say something where I'm dad, but I still gotta be a cool dad, a dad that you respect, a dad that you don't play with, and I'm gonna tell you the right thing to do. And I'm gonna love your son, your son, your son, and yours too. I'm loving all. We all got to get it, you know. And when you become that uncle, that father figure, that leader of the community, you put that in your music. They can't do nothing. I mean, you always gonna have haters regardless. But hip hop was always that. No matter everybody, even in their top. When LL Cool J was at the top, he had haters. Everybody was battling. Ice-T wanted to battle him. You know what I mean?
Right.
He had to tell people, mama said, knock you out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's constantly, you always going to have somebody coming at you. And guess what? That just means they see you. They don't know how to approach you. They don't really know what you're doing. They're afraid of you. So they got to talk against it. You know what I mean?
You're talking to me, brother.
I just say, really go for it. Because I'm telling you, it's coming back. It's coming back. Because the older heads are getting fed up. The older heads, we're now seeing the abuse to our youth. We're seeing they coming out with the record. At first, it was like this. They come out, they make more money than us. So now we like, oh, be quiet. They making way more than we did. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they doing better than us. But then we see now they getting ripped off. Now they getting jerked. Oh, now the media is killing them. Oh, something happened to them. Damn, now we seeing the youth being beat down. So now we going, damn, hold up. Y'all just held them up a second ago. Y'all made them rich just to make them look like a fool and slam them on their head? Or you just made him famous just to make him a drug addict? Or you made this person up there, didn't make her a whore and make it, you know, it was like you drop them up to, it's almost like that body slam from wrestling. They pick you up. Yeah, look at who we got here. Boom. And then, now let's bring the next one. Bring me the next one. Bring me the, yeah. Lift him up. How many millions we made off this one? Oh, we made enough? All right, cool. Boom. Give me another. And it's like, we're sitting there like, yo, you can't be doing that to our people. These are babies. And now being 50, now being 51 years old and having a 26-year-old, 23-year-old, and an 18-year-old, and they bring their friends over, I care about them friends.
Yeah.
So now, to me, when I see a 20-year-old rapper get signed, that's my son's friend in my head. You know what I'm saying? So now when they start raising them up, I'll tell them, hey, be careful up there. You know what I'm saying? Don't get in trouble the way they slam you on your head. Be careful. Watch the drugs, watch the alcohol, watch who you sleep with, watch who you hang with. I don't want to see you getting shot, hanging with the wrong one or doing the wrong. You know what I mean?
So teach them how to think. Pay attention what's going on around you.
Absolutely.
And even on the business side, you know, like both of you had the story of the record company picking one record and the DJs picking the other. Well, we're in the days now, the public is gonna make the hit. You know what I mean? They're gonna find you.
Right.
And the record company's not gonna be able to do anything about it. You know, so you're in the kind of the perfect position now that if it's time to get out there, get on out there.
I was on Clubhouse one time, right? And it was an executive on there, and they was saying, I think it was a Kodak Black song, and they was like, we paid this boy Junebug. Junebug the one to go like this. Y'all all seen him. He'd be like this. You ever see
Right.
that dude?
Yeah,
He be like, and they had that song, Riding Around Town. Olin Wayne and then Steph, Riding Around in Town. They paid that boy $1,500 just to do that over and over again to the same song. He'd be out the street, he'd be crossing the street, he'd be in the window doing it, he'd be in the car doing it. He kept doing it, and the song sold 3 million copies from TikTok, bro. And the dude was in Clubhouse explaining exactly how they did it, and they were like, TikTok is running the music industry right now.
That's the truth.
They said, if you get a hit on TikTok, if you can get somebody to dance on TikTok to your song and it spread, you going platinum. You getting it.
Yeah. Okay, y'all know Viva's gonna ground me because we don't went over. So
we already. It's kind of like the lights already on in the streets. We were supposed to be home before that. We're gonna earn his ass weekend, so it's all.
Ooh, that's enough hope.
Might as well have another drink.
Ever get beat to the house? Did you ever get beat from the corner to the crib?
Yes.
Did you ever get beat from the corner to the crib?
Yes, I did. I had.
From the corner to the crib.
Bruh.
Oh, man.
Bruh. Smack, you get smacked. Don't you tell your mother, hold on, wait, I'm coming. No.
Right.
Bruh.
Oh man.
Hey man, this has been real good, and I think it's going to be something that a lot of creatives are going to go back and watch, and one of the things that I'm proudest of is that I'm able to get to talk to you and not only know about the salacious stuff, but man, your creativity, the hands that you got, and bro, you got a lot of fruit to give people, man, and to pour into people, and so I'm very proud of the fact that we were able to have this conversation with you, bro.
Yes,
man, we got to do it again, man.
Hey, you got to promise to come back when the documentary drops.
Listen,
you got to promise to come back after that.
Hey, look, bro, I'm gonna say this.
I had to save the art project.
Listen, I'm gonna hold on to this footage.
Hey, that's the clip.
Look,
hey, that's the clip right there,
footage, brother. Look, because I'm telling you, when this thing happens, I don't even have a date. I don't know a time. I just know what I got to do, the work that got to be done. But when this thing comes out, brother, pull the footage back out, bro. It's gonna be worth a lot of money.
Wow.
Hey, we heard it here first, so that's all that matters.
Work that.
I'm telling you. When Cat Williams just did that thing, I said, dang, that Shay Shay show made a lot of money.
So smart.
It made a lot of money.
Bro, it was like I think it was the quickest to 100 million views in YouTube history. Or something
Wow.
Like
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the time I saw it, it was at 30.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's at 100 mil plus now.
Yeah.
It's like a day or two later. I'm like, dang, it's got what? How much already?
And Cat shows violence.
That's a lot of money.
And you know what's funny is like Cat's gonna be here in Orlando in February. He's hitting the stage.
But think about that. That was brilliant. You do that, and then you announce a tour right after that. Of course. Yeah.
I did a whole funny skit about that. I did a skit where I said Cat Williams' last two his last two comedian friends, and it's like you gotta watch the skit. It's funny, man. It's a funny one.
I saw it.
You saw it?
I did see it. That was good, man.
Go ahead and land the plane, dude.
A couple more views. That's mine. That's all me. I said them couple more views. Two more of them views is me.
He's helping you out, no doubt.
Yeah,
so Kilo,
thank you, bro.
You got enough material for a show, man. You definitely got enough material for a show.
Oh, he's good.
Word up.
Hey, Kilo, let the people know where they can find you. Even reach out to you if need be.
Yo, I'm Rasheem Kilo Pugh on every platform. RASHEEM KILO PUGH on every platform. Kept it simple.
No doubt.
Oh, on YouTube, it's Save the Arts TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, save the art. Save the art.
Yeah, we having fun, man.
So Kilo, if you can hold back just for a second when we get done, we'll just wrap some stuff up with you. So don't bounce on us just yet. So Mike, cool. Mike, what you got to say before we head out, bro?
I say this: it pays to be creative and smart, and have some what the old people would say, stick to it to be. That's an old word.
Right.
Stick to it. Stick to it. Kilo, I dropped out for a while. I'm coming back in. You were speaking to me. You know, I got some things up here and on paper, and I'm back in the work. And you know, my man to the right there, you know, he's helping me out. And so, you know, I got my people. And dude, keep doing your thing, brother. You got the talent and the perseverance that go together.
Thanks, man. Hey, man. Hey, come back in the game, bro. Look, you can be down with the Silver Fox crew, man. Word up. They killing
Silverbacks.
I told my wife.
Yo, when them boys come. Hey, look, when them boys step out, boy, them girls be looking like, what is going on? Them boys be killing it. I said in 52, I'm going silver. I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm gonna stop with the Beijing.
Hey, look, that's why I keep this hat on. Hat on, bro.
Look, I tell a couple people was like, yo, you gonna go all great? I be like, nah, not yet.
Because you don't look, we know how we are, man. We don't look our age, man. Unless you succumb to the crack epidemic, you know, you still look all right.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So right. D-Ray, what you got to say before we head out, bro?
This has been educational for me. I hope it's been entertaining for other people that watch it, but I can care less because my man was over here dropping jewels, and trust me, I'm taking jewels and gems, and I'm sitting here taking mental notes. I appreciate your time, Kilo. I appreciate
thanks for having me, y'all.
I appreciate the adversity and everything that you went through, because without it, you wouldn't have a testimony. So thank you for spending time with us. And next time, put the Grammy behind you.
Oh,
how about that?
Look,
next time, put the Grammy behind you.
I can easily do that.
Gone and floss.
Yeah, if you go really floss and make me feel some kind of way, the next time had a Grammy behind you.
Oh, that's easy. I can easily
start drinking some Chardonnay out the Grammy and whatnot.
You know what I mean? You just gonna have a look. Hey, you remember that little Native American commercial and the little tear that was going down his face? Just go ahead and have that next time.
Oh wait, I got something for y'all. Hold up.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
The old Indian.
I got one of those.
That is a classic.
One of those.
You know what this is?
Third.
This is the camera that filmed the making of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Get out of here.
That belongs in the Smithsonian.
That part.
Glass case it.
Hey,
no
doubt.
So Kilo, we appreciate your time once again. Thank you for hanging out with us longer than expected, but most of all, being transparent, because this young generation needs to know the truth.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother episode to talk about this young generation. But right. I appreciate you just kicking it and just telling us the real. So thank you very much, brother.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, y'all. And I'm ready to come back again, man.
That's what's up. So you stick around. Everyone else, we appreciate you. And just like Rakim says, it ain't where you're from, it's where you at. And always the center. Go ahead, D-Ray.
used to jam in the center.